The most recent moniker put Spence's doubters on notice as he claimed his place in the welterweight sea. But just because it's time to eat doesn't mean he will take his next prey for granted.
If I lose, it would be because he's better than me. It wouldn't be just because I didn't train 100% or I wasn't focused. I feel understressed, but I just feel like another fighter can't beat me.
Errol, take one.
Errol Spence, ERROL-SPENCE.
It's one thing to measure a boxer when they're unbeatable, even unchallenged, and another thing entirely when they're young, and the veneer of invincibility crumbles for the first time.
Roy Jones went to Olympics. Muhammad Ali went to Olympics. George Foreman, all these guys. So I was like, I'm gonna go to Olympics before I turn professional because that's what the greats did behind me.
Like many greats before him, Spence dreamt of Olympic glory. But as the best hope for a U.S. men's medal at the London Games, he lost. And the team made the wrong kind of history with his first ever podium shutout.
He did cry, and I was like, just don't worry about it. You remember what I said to you? One day the world gonna see who you really are. You're gonna be the world champion.
5 years and 21 wins later, Spence chose boldly for his first title fight, both in the caliber of opponent, Kell Brook, and the location, England, no less.
27,000 have packed this stadium here in Sheffield to cheer on their hometown world champion, Kell Brook.
A lot of people thought it was too early for me going to foreign territory fighting a big guy like Kell Brook. When you're an Olympian, a lot of them fighters have different styles and you're used to going to different places to fight. It prepared me for my first world title fight.
Yes, many feared Brook, the welterweight champion, but not Spence, who flew across the pond, confronted a hostile crowd, and showed only resolve to grab the redemption he sought.
And down goes Kell Brook! And the fight is over as Errol Spence Jr. becomes IBF welterweight champion.
Going overseas and beating Kell Brook basically just stamped it that, I'm the next big thing.
And I haven't looked back ever since.
In 2014, after losing back-to-back bouts, he made a once unthinkable choice and walked away from the sport.
Me quedé 15-3, un récord mediocre para mi calidad. 15-3 no va para ningún lado. 4. Siempre había estado en el boxeo, nunca había estado fuera del boxeo, no sabía cómo era la vida prácticamente fuera del boxeo. Y soy un peleador que le gusta pelear. 2 años y medio perdido, sin carrera, afectó mucho mi confianza.
2.5 years can feel like an eternity when spent adrift from a sport that defined an existence. Ugas needed a lifeline, and it came from Aroldis Chapman, star pitcher, fellow Cuban defector, and longtime friend.
Sí, lo conocí en Cuba, viajamos juntos, fuimos a los Juegos Panamericanos. Me apoyó, me mandó para aquí, para Las Vegas en el 2016. Cuando ya yo estaba, me mandó aquí a Las Vegas, me dio $20,000 y por eso cuando regresé a pelear me puse 54.
It's rare, at least in modern boxing, to rack up 3 losses, almost retire, and only then begin the push to the pinnacle. But Ugas took the uncommon path. His epic upset of Pacquiao was less of a lightning strike and more the culmination of a 5-year run.
Oh, good body shot there. He hurt him. He turns to the body.
Where he scrapped for and made good on every opportunity available.
Oh, uppercut, that one stunned Laura. Another one that drops him.
Quiere decir que el destino lo llevó a ese punto. Es un caído que se ha levantado, que es una proyección bella.
Right hand sends Robinson crashing to the canvas.
Yo lo que pienso que Ugas ha sido el mejor comeback de los últimos años en el boxeo mundial.
Yordenis Ugas here in round 7. And Ugas, he can't fight this feeling. The biggest win of his career.